At this time, we'd also like to recognize another great musician that's had the opportunity to be here. Please give a warm welcome to Deacon John.
Good evening, everybody. What a great honor and privilege it is to be here today. As I stand before you here today on the eve of my 70th birthday, I'm just overwhelmed with joy. And this joy comes from seeing the 100 Men Hall rise like the phoenix from the years of neglect and the ravages of hurricanes and storms to become the shining star of the Gulf Coast, something we all can be proud of forever. My thanks to all the dedicated people of the Mississippi Blues Trail, and especially to Carrie and Jesse Lawyer, who have worked so assiduously and tirelessly to achieve the goal of the renaissance of this magnificent structure. But this is not an ordinary building. This place has a unique history of the evolution of jazz, gospel, blues, and rhythm and blues music. The music that is the only true American music. The music that transcends race, class, culture, gender, disabilities, everything you can think of. The music that's a part of our everyday lives. The music that all of us love so dearly. And as I stand here today, I feel the spirits of my ancestors arising from the hall and permeating my soul. For I am a part of this history. I can still remember the gigs we played here as Deacon John and the Ivories, backing such stars as Ted Taylor, Earl King, Solomon Burke, Benny Spellman, Irma Thomas, Ernie Cato, Lee Dorsey, Big Joe Turner, Danny White and the Cavaliers, Diamond Joe from Thibodeau, Jerry Butler and the Impressions, and many, many of the great artists of the 50s and 60s. I had the privilege of working with some of the great promoters and booking agents, such as the late Percy Stovall, Frank Panier, Dewdrop Inn, Hosey Hill of the Sugar Bowl in Thibodeau, and many of the promoters like Jesse Favorite, Ike Favorite, some of the lesser known ones like still been Al White, and all of these are largely responsible for bringing many of the attractions that performed here during the heyday of the 100 Men's Hall. This hall was one of the most frequent stops of the blues and R&B artists on the Chitlin circuit during the days of segregation. All of you who don't know, the Chitlin circuit was during the days of segregation. Many of the black rhythm and blues artists couldn't play the white halls. So when we went on the road traveling, we had a circuit called the Chitlin circuit, and it was all the black dance halls and nightclubs and lounges that featured the black artists, mainly those who performed what they call race records. Race records was the records that couldn't be played on mainstream white radio stations because the White Citizens Council threatened to boycott all the sponsors. This was change, you know, and I'm here today to tell you that fortunately America has matured. And today, this is no longer the case for our traveling musicians and shows. And furthermore, I'm just elated to see that the blues is all right. When I look at these fine young musicians who have gathered here today to perform for you, Mississippi's family of the blues, the homemade jazz blues band, I know that the blues will live on. These cats are our future, and there are many, many more of these from all races that are rising today to perpetuate the indigenous culture. People we all can be proud of. When I see this, I realize that all the pain and suffering I went through the dark days of my career to make it better for the future generations has been worth it all. My life has not been in vain. And finally, I want to thank all of you today, and those of you who are not here today, for the unwavering support you have given me through the years. For without that support, there would be no Deacon John. Thank you, and may God bless you all.